Welcome to Dwarven Forge. This is everything you need to know about our terrain in 60 seconds. Ready? Let's go. We hand sculpt our pieces for maximum detail and artistry, infusing passion into every millimeter of our work. Everything is available beautifully hand painted so you can start playing right away. Or you can choose unpainted to paint everything yourself. Our pieces are completely modular so you can use the same sets to create a new adventure every time. Most pieces have embedded anchor magnets that affix to our terrain trays for secure building, and for revealing rooms as your players discover them. We create everything out of Dwarvenite, our top secret PVC formula that's nearly indestructible. We pack our pieces with as many features as possible, such as swappable LEDs to quickly change the look of your scene. We offer magnetic accessories to add flavor or increase the danger. A 1-inch tactical grid is sculpted into our floors, hidden in dungeon flagstones, natural rocks, or sticks and plants. In addition to sculpted pieces, we make terrain trays to use as a vibrant graphic base for your build. We offer a range of environments, including dungeons, caverns, cities, castles, sewers, forests, mountains, streets, burrows, ice, and hellscape. And that's just the beginning. We have a passionate fan base who can tell you all about it. And that's everything you need to know about Dwarven Forge in 60 seconds.
The games we play are the stories we create.
The fortress doors swing open.
Every story is unique.
And the sound of war drums rises.
Sometimes our stories come to us when we least expect them. We need to be ready no matter where inspiration strikes. And sometimes our stories are told over great distances. No matter where your journey leads you or how your story is told. The games we play are the stories we create. Syrinscape can help make yours epic.
Syrinscape is searchable, fast, and customizable from any device with no need to pre-install any sound. Adding epic atmosphere to your game has never been easier.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 6 of Into the Mist. This is our mid-season. We've reached it. We're excited. Last session was intense on so many different levels, and we thank you for tuning in. We're going to do a couple quick announcements. We'll get through them, and then we are on to the craziness that exists in Barovia. I want to thank Dungeons & Dragons, of course, for creating this incredible game that we play on a weekly basis. I want to thank our main title sponsors. First off, I want to thank Hero Forge. Hero Forge is an online tool for creating miniatures for your tabletop gaming experience. They've also expanded now into being able to create avatars for your characters. You can check them out at heroforge.com. All of our player characters are Hero Forge characters. We'll be down one tonight, unfortunately. And I did, anyways, I won't get into that. Poor Dave. Want to thank Sirenscape, our other main title sponsor. Sirenscape is an incredible online sound and ambient player for your D&D RPG experience. You can play all the awesome sounds and music. Some of it is specific to Dungeons & Dragons, and they have branded content, including the Curse of Strahd stuff. And they also have a bunch of RealmSmith stuff. So if you go to sirenscape.com/RealmSmith and put RealmSmith into the search bar, you'll see all the stuff that we've created for them. You can join for free and use a bunch of their awesomeness for free just to try it out, and then jump in to some greater things. Beetle and Grimm's is an incredible sponsor for us. They create amazing premium boxed experiences for your D&D game. They have Curse of Strahd and a bunch of other campaign settings, but they've just announced the release of Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. In order to commemorate that, we are actually doing a mid-season giveaway in our Discord. We'll be giving away a pre-order of Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, the Silver Edition box. The draw will occur a week today. That is on May 3rd. That is a Monday. So next episode, episode 7, we're going to do the draw. All week, all you need to do in order to be a part of it is join our Patreon at whatever level, and then get into our Discord, create a character and submit that character, and then you are in. And that will be and then based on the level that you are, you get a entry into the draw. So if you come in at 5th level into our Discord, then you will get 5 entries, and so on and so forth. So I want to thank Dungeons & Dragons and Beetle and Grimm's for allowing us to do this, and for providing us an amazing Silver Edition box for all of you folks on our Discord. Also want to thank all of our product sponsors, WizKids for a lot of the minis at the table, Dwarven Forge for a lot of the terrain, Mithril Armory currently is sponsoring our Natural 20 animation, which you won't see right now because I don't have it set up on my stream deck because Julian's not here because of COVID, but you'll see it throughout the game experience. So I will make sure to add that next time into my stream deck. We are doing a giveaway for D&D Beyond tonight. It is the Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. It is on YouTube only, and all you have to do is enter Ravenloft into the chat. Once, more than once, you will be disqualified, and so you can go ahead and do that in the chat throughout the show. We will do a draw at the end of the show for that awesome guide. That is the pre-order version. It comes out this coming month, and we're super excited for that. Jasper's Game Day. That is not the right one. Jasper's Game Day. Actually, this year it's Game Week. I will be doing a game on May 7th. It's right there, May 7th. Friday, May 7th, and we're very excited about it. We have some special guests, including DM Steve, Hector Navarro, Emily Rose Jacobson, and Mads Hatter will be joining us. We will be doing something really fun and really exciting, so check that out. Of course, Jasper's Game Day is really close to our hearts. You can check it out at jaspersgameday.com as they support awareness, raising awareness for mental health and suicide prevention. Finally, on our Patreon, you can check out, as mentioned before, if you think you can survive Barovia with us. This week, actually, we had an encounter last night with some vampires with our Discord. I jumped on there and I played a bunch of vampires, and that was a lot of fun. We had the Vistani go out. For those of you that are new to the channel and haven't heard before, you can jump into our Discord and play Vistani alongside of our live stream, and characters interweave into the narrative. Our Discord with our live stream with our Discord. Some of our characters sometimes show up on the Discord to role play with you folks. And so it's really amazing. Tomorrow night, we are doing a player seminar on player etiquette. for our patrons. So all of the patrons of Hero of the Realm and up will receive access to that seminar with Julian. I'll be posting more info on that tomorrow. And this week, my understanding is very soon we will be launching the shopping mechanic. And what that means is you can go into places in the Discord and different channels to different shops in our Discord and bring up a menu of items that you can actually purchase from your coin pouch. We're kind of automating the whole shopping experience, which is crazy. You can already search and listen to rumors and craft items. Now we're actually bringing a shopping experience to you as well, which is so fun and one of the great parts of D&D. I want to thank our Smithgardians as usual. They are the backbone of our community and they run our Discord. One thing I didn't show you about Patreon is this is the updated map of Camp Gakis. This is where all of our Vistani currently reside. We recently added an Adventurer's Den, which is a tent that is specific to the Adventurer's tier. And you can see that it is continuing to grow. A lot of a bunch of the Vardos at the epic levels, so Master of the Realm and Legendary Hero levels, have already moved their Vardos up to the Gakis layer, which is a specific area for the epic level folks. But lots of excitement here. It continues to grow, and we continue to expand across Barovia, which is just so rewarding to see our community kind of take this and run with it. The Discord has grown in leaps and bounds, and it continues to grow every week. You can also help us by supporting merch. This is my Into the Mist sweater. The links are under the videos, both on YouTube and on Twitch. And Aftermath this Thursday is a semi-spoilerific look at the episode that we're doing right now. Last week on Thursday, I had Dave, myself, and hosted by Hillary Z, of course, and we talked about player death and how to deal with it and how that goes, and some of the things that happened the last episode, which a lot of people have a lot of opinions on, which is what's wonderful about Dungeons & Dragons and the game that we play. It's so much fun. So you can check that out and then tune in this Thursday at 8 p.m. for that, as we have some more of the cast in to talk about this episode. Subscribe if you enjoy what you're seeing tonight. Make sure that you subscribe and then you hit that bell icon on YouTube, and then make sure you like that video. It helps people to find out about us, and we get comments every day about people saying, "How do I not know about you guys? You've been around for so long. I'm so excited to have explored and found you." So that helps to get the word out, to let people know. Make sure that you share everything out, and we've posted a bunch of stuff recently on our socials as well. You can check it out, including the hut that I painted for and assembled, printed, and painted. It took me a week of printing, literally 6 days to print this hut, 3D print it in resin. But it worked out, and I made it, and all of that wonderful stuff. Folks, we have quite the episode tonight, leading off from last episode. So without further ado, we have lots to do. Let us venture into the mist. All right, welcome back, folks. Quite the episode last time. Last we left our party, you had all traveled to the swamps of Berez to meet Baba Lysaga, who is an ancient crone, somehow connected to Strahd in a very deep and meaningful way. You sought her out, you found her cabin, and decided at the flip of a coin to stroll up on the cabin, which turned into all kinds of chaos throughout the last episode, resulting, unfortunately, in the untimely death. I mean, if it happens twice. Anyways, untimely death of Muskoka. And that is where we have left you all. Julian, part of our team, also joined us in the role of Baba Lysaga. So I want to welcome Julian back. And we are going to jump right in, folks. We are not going to waste any time. We are still in initiative. At this stage, we just left off. It was Baba Lysaga's turn. She had come down on the skull and casted lightning bolt right in the direction of the party, which was obviously led to where we were at. You are now, Baba Lysaga stands. Actually, we'll do this new camera angle. Baba Lysaga sits in her skull, close to ground level. Dimitri has run up on her. Godfrey has also run up on her, and Sterling is just behind. Muskoka is lying still here, and Ezmerelda has decided to bounce as she ran up the land bridge that exists. Starting off with Baba, she, at the beginning of her turn, raised her hands up in the air and summoned her hut to rise. And as you watch, and this is the second part of what I printed, let's see if we can make this happen. And that actually covers my face when it puts on because it's so tall. Oh, wrong way around. Hang on. It's heavy. It's a lot of resin, folks. Like 2,500 grams of resin or something like that.
Crazy.
Here we go. Oh. I don't even think it fits on screen here. There we go. That's the way. And as the ground trembles, you see it rise from the ground, roots being pulled up in the mire. And like I said, I can't, it's so tall now, I'll just take the roof off it. But as you can see, these massive talons, almost chicken-like talons, begin to pull and twist out from the muck of the swamp as it begins to rise and shake, the ground trembling beneath your feet as it does so. It obviously still very much on fire as smoke rises out of the top of this hut. Baba, your turn. Your turn or your turn, whichever one you want to take.
I will take my toin.
Toin?
Okay, so I saw, just to recap, I saw Godfrey like fly towards me, right?
Yeah, so Godfrey flew, Godfrey, I'm assuming you flew at like ground level, basically. You just kind of like went horizontal and kind of towards just to get that speed?
No, I definitely flew up to her.
So
I'm trying to get close to her level.
Yeah, so she had come down to cast lightning bolt across horizontally so she could hit everyone. If she had done it from up above, she wouldn't have hit everyone, so she would have had to have come down.
Yeah, wherever she is, I would be flying towards her.
So you basically just went horizontal and then shot along the ground and reached her. So you and Dimitri are within striking distance of Baba. I'll give you a better view here of what's going on.
Okay. So seeing him fly towards me, I am going to move. I'm going to move 30 feet up, out of the way.
Okay.
Towards the house, though. 40 feet with the skull movement, actually. So 40 feet up and kind of diagonal towards the house.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Would we get opportunity attacks?
You would absolutely get opportunity attacks. Yep.
Thank
Yep.
you. 24.
So this is the
That
first
hits.
time we've seen Godfrey like actually fly. Like he's flying.
He drank a potion last
I drank a
time.
potion. Yeah, obviously, yeah, flying boy, yeah, flying, yeah, that'd be effed.
Yeah, you can't. He can't fly like normally.
Or can I?
Or can I? Yeah, exactly.
What can't Godfrey do?
I am gonna zoom out just a little bit here now, because to be able to see what's going on with Baba.
Opportunity attack was a natural one.
Oh, that's not good.
That's sad.
What was your opportunity attack, Godfrey?
I had a
24 to hit. Yeah, 24 to hit for sure.
With what did I gonna say? 18 points of damage.
Okay. Okay, so you manage to, as Godfrey swipes across, you take that damage and you back off, being able to kind of steady your skull again after that strike. You come up just to the edge with that movement. You can only get up to the edge of your cabin there.
Okay. And then I will just, again, holding my baby, I will just look down. No, this is not okay. Bad zombie. And then I will look down at Godfrey and cast Dispel Magic on his flying ability.
That's a dick move.
As he casts Dispel Magic, Godfrey, your feet hit the ground, and you skid a little bit as he stops you.
And that's my turn.
And that's your turn. All right.
Wow.
Okay. I got something for you.
Muskoka. Your eyes flutter open, and for a moment, you look around, and very clearly, the world around you seems muted. Everything is a shade of gray. You see your companions off a ways, and their voices muffled through the expanse. As you sit up, you feel your body has a sense of weightlessness, as though gravity has no bearing on you any longer. As you start to look around, you see that a silver tether connected to the back, just basically center to your spine, that snakes out around you and up. And it continues up and it passes through the clouds until you can no longer see it. At this point, can you give me a perception check, please?
A 6.
Okay. With a 6, feeling obviously somewhat discombobulated with the current scenario, you are having just a hard time kind of getting your surroundings. Everything seems muffled, and it's frustrating that you don't have kind of a tangible connection to anything. As you place your hands on the ground, your hand almost passes through, not feeling anything in its physical form. At this point, we're gonna use the clear blue Muskoka that I printed this week. Muskoka, what do you do?
I'll try to move and see what kind of movement I have in this state.
So as you start to stand, your body, almost like weightless in space, begins to kind of stand up, and you find yourself hovering just above the ground where you stand.
I want to kind of experiment with what's going on. Can I move upward?
You can move any direction you want. And as you start to lift, weightlessness, you can basically will yourself to move in whatever distance that you want. How high do you want to go?
I think I would rise slowly at first, maybe 10 feet.
Okay.
And then just shoot myself up.
Okay.
30, 40.
Okay.
To try to get a a picture of the whole scene of where everybody else is in relationship to me.
Can I get a perception check as you hit that kind of 10-foot height, please?
Yeah, it's 17.
With a 17, you look up into the clouds, and as you kind of look up to move, for the first time ever in your time in Barovia, the sun peeks through the clouds. The warmth hitting your face, the welcoming embrace of a plane that is not this one. And you feel drawn, the warmth, the peace that you haven't felt while in your time here. And it seems to be emanating somewhat from where the tether is leading. As you look around too, so you get that 10 feet, you start to rise up a little higher, and you start to get a lay of the land, and you can see figures and beings much like your own, semi-translucent, flickering in and out of reality that are dotting the landscape in and amongst the ruins of Berez, as you start to get a higher vantage of the area that you're in.
How high can I go if I move upward?
What's your
towards the
movement?
warmth?
What's your new movement?
I think it's supposed to be 40. It's not on the card you gave me, but
Speed should be there, no? I'll bring it up.
It is not.
Yeah, it's 40.
Yeah.
So you want to go up to your full 40 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. So you rise to your full 40, and at that point you can see everything that is going around. Again, muted, slowed. You still have an action.
Oof. I will yell just downward. Just towards the party. Just a hey!
And as you do,
response.
no sound emanates from your vocal cords as you silently scream down to your party. You feel the silver line begin to tug on your back. You feel a gentle tug backwards and up.
I will not necessarily willingly go with it, but not resist.
Okay. As you begin to, do you want to use movement as do you want to use dash as your second movement?
Well, is it tugging hard enough that it would cause me to move without?
No, it's just prodding you.
I think out of the curiosity of this new perspective,
yeah,
and the sensation of warmth and sunlight, I will move further in that direction.
Okay. All right. You turn around. You move another 40 feet up towards the warmth. Back to the party. Dimitri, you find yourself looking up at Baba, having unfortunately missed with that last strike as she rose up to her cabin. What do you do?
So, how high is she?
She is about 40 feet at this point, up in the air, up and back. So she went 40 feet diagonally. So she's about 40 feet diagonally from where you are.
Okay. I'll move closer to the hut, and I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm gonna be dodging.
Okay, so you're gonna take the dodge action. You want to move close to the hut. How close do you want to move? Do you want to be like?
No, not that close.
Okay.
That I'm looking right under, but close enough.
Okay, so just closer in that direction.
Yeah, like can I look at these feet and see like what's connecting them to the house?
Yeah. So as you look up the feet, the claws end in these chicken legs, which end in these almost like feathered haunches that then resolve into mud and muck and root, as if the bottom of the hut has been lifted and these legs are protruding out from the bottom of the hut.
Okay. I'll be dodging.
Okay, you'll take the dodge action. Very good. Currently, the hut begins to sway and move, not having been given any sort of command just yet. You didn't give it a command yet, right, Baba? It's remaining stationary. I don't think you said anything to it.
Yeah, I didn't say anything.
Yeah. So as it does, it lifts its claws and it like stretches its claws out as if it's been sitting for a little while. As it begins to
Jason,
sway.
Was I able to command it on the same turn that I awoke it?
Yes, but you forgot to. So it, like I said, it stays stationary, seemingly awaiting some sort of command. Falpher, you're up. And then Sterling, you're on deck.
So
at this point, I'm sorry, you're right, Falpher wasn't around, I apologize. All of a sudden, from out your way, Ezmerelda, as you're racing up that land bridge, seemingly potentially had enough or to refocus or regroup or whatever you are needing in the moment. As you look out, you hear a war cry that sounds like... Falpher?
For my friends!
And all of a sudden, as you look out, on Noggins, Falpher is currently riding, holding on to the back of his neck, basically for dear life. Surrounding Falpher are 5 feathered creatures, humanoid in shape, but crow-like wings and characteristics, as they fly in and amongst him in towards your location. Falpher, what do you do?
Go, my little good friend, get there!
I'm just shouting to Falpher, Muskoka's down! She got to Muskoka!
Okay, so hearing what Ezmerelda says, I'll get a lay of the land, try to quickly understand my surroundings. What's going on ahead of me here?
Yeah. So as you approach, Ezmerelda is running out towards you. To your right, you see Sterling and Dimitri looking up towards a hut that is standing, or more like a cottage that is standing on chicken legs. That is currently on fire and smoke billowing out the top of it. You also see Baba, who you assume is Baba, a crone, on the skull, hovering just to the left of where the hut stands. You also see the body of Muskoka lying at the base of the hut. What do you do?
What? Can I get a distance check from me to Muskoka on the ground?
Survival check.
Yes, sir. That is a... Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
That's about 60 feet, you imagine.
60 feet.
Yeah.
And there doesn't seem to be anyone around him?
Currently, no.
Okay. Presuming that you're going to allow it, can I take a dash action to get to Muskoka, doubling my movement?
Yes, so you have 30. If it's 60, you make it right to Muskoka with the entirety of your movement. Now you're currently on Goggins.
I'm on Noggins.
Noggins. Do you want to get off Noggins?
Noggins speed and actions. Can I just assume that Noggins uses my movement?
No, so you can only move. You can either use Noggins to move, or you can move. So you have to decide.
Okay, so I'll dash. I'll do the.
So you jump off noggins at this point because I'm pretty sure goats are pretty slow. Oh,
okay.
Goats are 40 feet movement. Never mind, they can move. So you can stay on noggins and still have 20 feet. Yeah, just
I like ride noggins.
Yeah.
The whole way up to Muskoka.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay, so you are on noggins. I don't have a noggins currently. I wish I did.
How dare you?
And you make it up to Muskoka. As you approach him, can you give me a medicine check?
Yes.
As I'm assuming that was your next question.
That was my next question. I got a 7, Jay, which I'm sure is appropriate.
Okay. You look down and you see that he is not moving. You're not sure if he is alive or dead, but he is badly beaten. His fur is still smoking and sizzling and crackling with energy when you approach.
Okay, I'm going to attempt a Cure Wounds, seeing as I've just kind of gotten into the scene.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to try that.
Okay. You reach down, and out of your hands begins to spread this blue energy, which turns into this green, putrid energy, as you are familiar with in Barovia, and the way that it has affected your magic. As it passes over Muskoka, no effect.
Can I presume that he's dead, given that that's the case?
The only time that this hasn't worked is on a creature that is no longer alive. So at this point, I would say that you would assume that he is no longer with you.
Okay. I'll just, as my last thing, I'll just turn to Noggins and say, "Watch him. Do not leave his side."
Give me an animal handling check.
Okay. Okay, that's a 17.
Okay. All right. He looks kind of up at you, and he kind of sits on his haunches, right beside Muskoka.
Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Sterling, you're up. Godfrey, you're on deck.
All right. I'm gonna fire 2 crossbow bolts at Baba.
Okay.
And dang. Okay, so that's a 22 and a 20 to hit. Dirty 20.
Do they hit?
Those
Julian?
are 2 hits.
2 hits.
Okay.
That includes a 3/4
plus...
cover, Julian?
Yeah. Even with the cover, it hits.
That's a 9 plus 13, so that's 22 points of damage total. And that counts as magical from this crossbow.
Well aimed shots, sir.
Thank you.
Would you like to move?
D&D Beyond dice. I will... Shoot. I'm going to move kind of halfway between where we are and where Muskoka is.
Okay. Kind of right there.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm in stomping distance, but sure.
Okay. All right.
This is seems like a great idea.
We'll see how it goes.
So I'll see you soon, Muskoka.
Hey, Sir Godfrey, you're up.
So I have a question. Can a Revenant only have one person it has vengeance against?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. You got lucky. Godfrey is mad to be back on the ground. How high is she right now? 40 feet high?
Yeah, about 40 feet from you on a diagonal.
On diagonal. Look, I don't care about Pythagoras. Okay.
Actually, she's less than that. She's about, because of where she was, she's more like 35.
It's all good. I
Okay.
don't have reach anyway.
Right.
I'm just curious.
Okay.
I'm going to yeah, what makes sense, even though this thing gets sprouted legs, I'm going to rush towards the house, attempting to I'm gonna use my movement towards the house, and I'm gonna get there and dodge. Actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna get there, stay at her. The most undeadly growl comes out of Godfrey's throat as he just poises for what might happen. But he just needed to get close. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. So do you want to get beside where Dimitri is? So Dimitri is here, and he's dodging. You are here. Sterling's over here.
I will get like almost like to the base of Baba. I don't know how much. I don't know how far I can get to Baba, not her, not the hut. The literal base she is flying.
On this
I'm
side?
trying to get close over there. Yeah.
Okay. You were there. All right. All of a sudden, these raven humanoid creatures begin to fly forward a distance, and I'm just going to move them into range here. As they begin to swoop out and under Baba, they're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 feet. They're going to basically get to where they are there, and they all have hand crossbows, and they all let off a hand crossbow blast. I'm going to use this because it's a lot easier in D&D Beyond. That's a 17, Baba. It's another 17.
Miss.
That's a 12.
Miss.
A 13.
Miss.
And an 18.
Miss.
Okay. Just ding, 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 all off the skull as they get to that position, and then they bank right. And then you can see them starting to almost like a they're actually called a happiness, I think, of ravens. I think it's happiness of ravens? Kindness. They're kindness of ravens. They begin to veer to the right and then around, like they're starting to circle the hut. Ezmerelda, you're up. Bobby, you're on deck. Noggins has gone past you, and you can feel the breeze or the wind as the ravens fly out low over your head and then start their ascent.
The house is already on fire. I wanted to take some more fire damage and hopefully, for that to spread.
Okay.
But I want to hit the feet as close to the base of that house.
Okay.
With a firebolt.
Okay, so you're trying to damage the feet specifically?
Yes.
Okay, it is a called shot, so that'll be disadvantage.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's pretty easy to hit, so it's up to you.
I just want to hit feet. Does it have to, if I just didn't specify where on the feet, would I still roll normally?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll allow it. Because it's so huge, I'll allow it. Do you want to close the distance at all, or are you happy where you are?
I'm happy where I am, and that's an 18 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. 7 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then how far away am I right now?
You're the same
see
as
where I'm-
more or less where. So from Muskoka, you're about 55 feet.
I want to try to get a little closer to Muskoka because I want to try to pull him out of the way
Okay.
of further harm.
So that's 30. 30 puts you right there.
Okay.
Do you want to get closer? Oh, you can't because you
I
just
think
firebolted.
I can't.
Yep. So
Yeah.
that's as far as you can go. Bobby, you're up.
Okay. First things first, I'm going to look down again at the undead being before me and just go, yeah, my house, my hut, my home, protect me from the undead one. Yes, kill the undead one again. And then I'm going to back off and go into the hut. I will land on the balcony.
Okay.
With the skull there.
Yep.
And then I'm going to run inside. However much movement I would have left to just kind of run inside.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to put out the fire.
Yeah, you can get it right to the fire. How are you going to put out the fire?
I'll just start grabbing some blankets and stuff and just try to start smothering it.
Okay. Okay, give me a survival check for that to see how well you do.
Let me check to see. Okay. That's it's wisdom, right? So it'd be 18.
Okay. You managed to start to pat out that fire. That is, I'm going to say with a full action, you've gotten it down to kind of like half the size of what it was.
Okay. Yeah, and that's my turn.
Okay. Back to Muskoka. You stand hovering in the sky. What do you do?
Seeing the I'm really torn here. I'm going to come to the where did Falpher go?
Falpher went right to your body. As you look down, you see below you the 80 feet that you were. You look down and you see Falpher kneeling in front of your body with his hands on your body.
I'm going to come down to the ground.
And you can see Noggin's beginning to lick your face.
Right beside Falpher.
Okay.
And get right by his face and say, "You can come because you needed rest? Your safety was more important to you than ours? You insult people because they threaten you, because you're weak." And he takes off again, back up to the sky.
Okay. Falpher, give me a perception check.
Would be a 26.
Okay. You swear you heard the voice of Muskoka in your ear.
Did you say something? I pound on his chest like, wake up! Wake up!
Nothing. Well, it's not your turn, but yeah.
No, but yeah.
But yeah, I get it. Okay, so you've come down your full distance, though, Muskoka. So you say that, and then your intention is to go back up next turn?
Yeah, so I guess I've got about 20 feet. I can go back up.
Well, it's according to D&D Beyond, you have 40 feet fly speed.
Then I'll stay there until
Okay.
my next turn.
Okay. All right. Dimitri, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna say to Sir Godfrey, who's next to me, the skull. She got off. Now's our chance. And I'm gonna use my movement to get to the base of the hut, and I'm gonna use Misty Step to go up and be on the balcony right next to where the skull is.
Okay. All right.
Go, Dimitri, go.
As you land on the balcony beside the skull, you're behind a wall, so you're obscured here. I would like you, Baba, to make a perception check with disadvantage, please.
With disadvantage, that would be a 12.
Okay. Dimitri, you see that there is still this fog cloud inside. Baba, I'm assuming you dropped it in your turn as you entered? You wouldn't have entered with the fog cloud?
Right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Drop concentration on the cloud kill.
All right. So you notice that there is no more poison cloud within the cabin anymore, Dimitri, and you can hear her, and as she's like padding out, and you can see that smoke is starting to billow out of the sides. What do? You still have an action and a movement.
I want to, with all my strength, try to heave the skull over the side.
Okay, so the skull is currently not sitting on the balcony. It's actually hovering just a foot off the ground.
Okay.
Really quickly, for my sake, how big is the skull again?
It's big. You can see it there. It's like twice the size of Dimitri.
Oh, okay. I can't see it now. Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Okay, then if it's hovering, you said?
Yes, it's hovering slightly off the ground.
Can I, I'm just under my breath gonna say, "Forgive me, Sir Godfrey." And can I climb in to the skull?
Okay.
And try to pilot it?
Okay.
Somehow.
All right. So you jump. You start to climb into the skull. I'm assuming you're doing this stealthily. If you can give me a stealth check, please.
Yes. Oh no.
Not your strong suit.
Okay. Stealth is a dirty 0.
As you start to climb, you scrape. Baba, you are now aware that there's somebody on the balcony. You still have a action, Dimitri, and movement. So you move. I'm gonna say you lost 5 feet of movement to try and to get up onto it. And you kind of made this loud noise, and you heard her kind of speak up.
Can I? Just by looking, is there any kind of steering or anything in there, or it's just?
No, it just looks like the inside of a skull, and it's packed inside with like twigs and straw, almost like a bit of a bed inside and it looks like it's been hollowed out completely inside. No visible way to steer it or anything like that. No mechanics in it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to just sheer force of will see if it will respond to me, hoping that it will.
So do you want to be inside it still?
Move away. Yeah.
Okay, so you've made the scrape, but you continue to climb into it. As you kind of crouched into this skull, and you kind of close your eyes and you think really hard. No effect. And as you get into it, you can see into the cabin, and there's smoke billowing, and it's crazy. But you can see her kind of looking out in the direction of the skull. Not necessarily sure she can see you because you're lightly obscured by the smoke in the cabin.
Okay, then can I kick off a wall or something just to see if it'll move because it's hovering?
Yeah, so I'll allow that for your action. So as you begin to kind of push off the wall, I'd like you to make a strength athletics check, please.
12.
It doesn't budge. In fact, it budges and then it comes back, and rights itself.
I have inspiration from a season ago.
Nice.
I want to try this again.
Well saved. I like it.
Okay.
I give him advantage with my reaction with my timey-wimey future reading.
Yeah, what's the distance on that? Is there a range on that, Sterling?
60 feet.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so I have advantage now?
Sorry, do you have to be able to see him, Sterling?
Let's see. Prophetic statements. The creature. I have to be able to see him, so I can't see him?
No, not from this angle, unfortunately.
All right, then I will save my reaction, sir.
Good
Is there
call.
a do not enter sign on the dragons?
Yeah, no, there's no chances this is gonna explode. that you know of yet. All right, Dimitri's turn is up.
Yeah, the new athletics check was a 13.
Okay. Oh, sorry, you did the new. I apologize. Still, same thing. Push off, rests back in place. All right. You feel, Dimitri, that the cabin begins to move under your feet. And as it does, the skull actually is almost like it's anchored to a point, and it continues to do this with the cabin as it begins to sway, and it feels like it's beginning to move. It lifts its leg, and it starts to move in the direction of Godfrey.
I didn't ask for this.
It turns like this, and it begins to move. 30-foot movement. It moves slightly over to where Godfrey is, and it lifts its claw and begins to try to stomp on Godfrey.
Every attack has disadvantage.
Why is that?
Because I'm dodging, ho.
Oh, that's right. Only you're allowed to say that, sir. Oh, that's good. Okay. Disadvantage. So first one's a 15.
Thank you, Sterling, for better armor. It doesn't hit.
Second one is a 14.
No!
You're so lucky. Oh my gosh. And the last one is a 15. And with each of these stomps around you, you're able to like dodge in between its toes as it begins to just decimate the ground around you. Sterling, you right beside it, feeling the weight of this hut and understanding the potential damage that exists from potentially being stomped by it.
I think he just thinks of Argynvost, and Argynvost is guiding him right now. That's totally what he wants to believe. That's
Love
what
it.
I believe.
Love it. Falpher, you're up. Sterling, you are on deck.
Okay, so in relationship to where these feet are now, I'm assuming this thing is moving around a little bit.
Yeah.
Am I aware of anyone being in the inside or on the edge of the cabin? Did I see Dimitri get up there?
From your angle, no. It was on the opposite side. You see that Dimitri's no longer around, but you can give me a perception check, please.
Sure. That is a 26 again.
With a 26, you absolutely heard him, and so you imagine that he is up on the balcony area of the cabin.
Okay. I'm going to look at Muskoka's body and just say, I'm so sorry for this. And I will grab my 50-foot rope and cast Rope Trick to try to get to the same level as the hut.
Okay, on which side?
If I can assume an open view to either the door or through a window, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, and can you read Rope Trick real quick?
Rope Trick says that you touch a length of rope that is up to 60 feet long. I have a 50-foot rope. One end of the rope then rises into the air until the whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground. At the upper end of the rope, an invisible entrance opens to an extra-dimensional space that lasts until the spell ends. The extra-dimensional space can be reached by climbing to the top of the rope. The space can hold as many as 8 medium or small characters or creatures. So
Okay, got it.
The rope can be pulled into the space.
Okay.
You cannot attack from inside, and attacks cannot come through from the outside.
Okay, so where do you want to place this Rope Trick? This is about, I think I said 10, 25, 30. So it's about 35 feet to the edge of the balcony.
Okay.
So Rope Trick can go another 25 above that.
Yeah, if I could be like at a 15-foot over top of the side of the edge, so I can, or like 10 feet, so I can get over whatever barriers are around.
Okay.
The
As it stands right now, if the roof was on it, there's no entrance on your side that you're currently on. The closest entrance is either the door that you can see, or this boarded up area, which is, and then you know that there's potentially as you saw it moving around, you saw that there's a bit of a balcony on this side as you were approaching. But there's currently no entrance except the door, which is open.
It's open. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna take my movement, move over to where the door is approximately from the ground, if I can.
So 20 will put you about there. You want to be right in front of the door?
Yeah.
So 30 will put you at the base, right beside where Godfrey's being stomped, and you're right below the doorway.
Okay, I cast rope trick and climb up the approximate 35 feet.
Okay, so the only issue is that you can no longer move because you've used your full movement. So you cast rope trick, a rope basically falls from this opening up above. Do you want it to be the 60 feet? It doesn't have to be the 60 feet, right? You can decide how high it is?
I can decide to go how high I want it to go.
Okay, so how high would you like it to go up to the 60?
Yeah, 40 feet. I want to be basically in line with a shot through the door if it's open.
40 feet, okay. And this is rope trick. We have a little Whiz Kids rope trick thing. Okay, we'll put that right here. Okay, so, all right. So as it falls right in front of you, you see all this happen, Godfrey. Very good, Falpher. I like that. Sterling, you're up. Sir Godfrey, you're on deck.
All right, well, with this rope trick, I can get up and potentially get to the house, right?
Potentially.
Okay, well, I'm going to try. So I'm going to climb up the rope behind Falpher. And I've got 40 feet of movement. How high does that get me on the rope?
Yeah, so if you go... What's your movement right now?
40 feet.
So 15 gets you to the rope.
Okay.
40 gets you to the top.
Okay. So if I can get off the rope to the house, is that possible?
Yeah, the rope is right there. So you basically just have to step off.
Okay. I'm going to throw an alchemist's fire through the open door.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have a direction that you're throwing it in?
Potentially a Baba Yaga's feet.
Okay, so can you give me a perception check, please, with disadvantage, given the smoke that is currently covering the inside of the cabin, to know if you can see where she is?
Right. 7.
7, okay. You see flames and you see movement. You think maybe she's where the bed is, but you're not totally sure.
Okay.
You want to throw it there?
I'm going to throw it in a spot with no flames.
Okay.
So she's basically flanked by fire.
Okay, so do you want to throw it to her right or to her left?
To the right.
Like, do you want to throw it into this corner? Or do you want to throw it into this corner where the blood bath was?
I don't want it to get extinguished by the blood. I'll throw it in the most flammable looking corner.
Okay. So, well, if you wanted to flank her, over here is probably the best. So if you can make an attack.
Sure. So I rolled that's just a regular D20 plus dexterity, right?
Yeah, no
because
proficiency.
I'm not proficient.
Yeah, you're not proficiency.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was a 16.
Okay, with a 16, it ignites, and you hear and you feel the cabin basically like tilt a little bit under the. Can you roll damage for that, please?
Yeah, I can do that. I probably should have done that already. Is that it's 1d4 damage at the start of each turn? Okay, yeah. So that's 1d4 at the start of each turn, starting with 2.
So it's 2 now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Fire So the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each turn. A creature can end this damage by using an action to make a DC 10 dex check to extinguish flames.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. That is your turn, Sterling. Sir Godfrey, you're up.
There's a rope in front of me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna climb this fucking.
As you're dodging it, like
Yeah.
a rope falls to the ground in front of you.
Do I see Falpher?
Yep, Falpher's right beside you. You look up and he smiles.
Oh, cool. Thank you. And I will attempt to climb up the rope as best as I can.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I think climb speed is half, is it not? I think it's half movement.
That is correct.
I'll allow you to go, Sterling. You've done it. We're gonna say that you don't have movement next turn to allow for it, but I'll allow you to do what you have done. So Godfrey, your movement is 30?
Yes.
Okay, so you're able to move up 15 feet as you dangle from this rope. So you're about here. Do you want to go any higher at this point?
Yeah, I'm not just gonna waste a turn. So yes, I'm gonna go higher.
Okay. So at that point, that puts you in the doorway. And I'm going to say that you're able to kind of hop off onto the edge of the cabin beside Big Sterling. Sterling being in the doorway right now, having just thrown something, so you're not able to necessarily get a vantage from inside, but you're there now.
Uh-huh.
The were-ravens begin to circle the cabin to the right. As they kind of are around here, and they swoop up further. This is hard to do with only two hands. Up to here as they see Dimitri. And they're just gonna attack the hut. As they kind of come up, they're taking shots at the legs, kind of in the area of the side of the cab, of the creeping cabin. Okay. All right. You hear as hand crossbows get loosed towards the cabin. All right, Ezmerelda, you're up. Baba, you're on deck.
I'm gonna still take shots at the feet.
Okay.
Is it 15 to hit?
That is a miss, unfortunately. As it lifts one of its legs to stomp, the firebolt goes under.
Is that rope still around?
Sure is.
Can I just use the rest of it to just move towards it?
Yep.
Oh, and as a bonus action, I'm going to start a blade song.
Okay, and as you climb about 5 feet up the rope.
Okay.
So for your movement and to get to the edge, I need like a Vanna White to like
of walking speed.
What's that?
It gives me 10 extra feet of walking speed.
Okay. And that is cast right away? Like it takes effect this turn?
Yes.
Okay. So in that case, 5 feet of walking speed. That doesn't put you too much higher just because it's half speed rope,
Okay.
but I'm gonna say you're 10 feet up the rope at this point.
All right.
Okay. Falpher with the clinch move, with the rope trick. Baba, you're up. Muskoka, you're on deck.
Okay. So looking around, how much of the hut is now on fire?
So beside you, there's a little fire, and the one that you're about halfway through putting out the larger bed fire. And you've heard creaking, and you look over, you see, well, give me a perception check, actually, with disadvantage.
Pretty good. 14.
Yeah, okay, with a 14, you look over and you see Dimitri sitting in the skull, and he's trying to like kick off the side of the cabin. And then you see Sterling, who had just thrown the alchemist fire through the door behind you. And you can see that there are at least two closing in on your location.
Okay. Do I get the sense that I'm going to be able to put the fires out at all, or is it getting too unwieldy for me to put out?
If you do as good a job as you did this last time, you could put out the big one, but you wouldn't be able to this turn put out the other one, you don't think.
Okay. I will... Okay. I'll look around, being very frustrated. I will throw the blanket that I was, like the heavy blanket I was trying to use to pad out the flames. I'll just throw it to the ground, pick the baby back up, and just look around and go, I've had it with you, miscreants! And I look at Sterling and I cast Crown of Madness on him.
Okay.
So I need Sterling to make a Wisdom saving throw, please.
13.
Okay, so you see, I guess it would be Adam, whoever else is there. You see this thorny crown appear on Sterling's head, and his eyes glow red. And I just look and I say, "Defend me." You now have to take your action before you move on each of your turns to make a melee attack against anybody that isn't me, if they're in range. And then you can move freely. But you have to attack somebody that's not me.
And Godfrey, having standing right beside him, you see this happen above his head.
How about the baby? Does the baby count? Can
Sure.
I attack the baby?
If it's the closest target.
The baby's
yes.
in my arms, but yeah, sure.
I'm standing on the house. It's the closest one to me. Sorry.
The baby's in my arms.
Yeah.
I took it
Right
with me
now,
into the house.
Godfrey's the closest, obviously. Then
so
Dimitri, then Baba.
Yeah, so I will do that, and then I will Misty Step back onto my skull, and move the skull back out.
Isn't Dimitri on the skull?
Dimitri's in the skull.
Yep.
And there's only one person allowed.
Only one person can fit in there?
Only one can fit, yeah.
Okay. I will
You can
end my
still try
turn
it.
there then.
What?
Well, no, I'll use my, if I can bonus action to put out the rest of the fire that's beside me, I'll try and do that then.
I'd say that's an action.
Okay, then that's my turn.
Okay. Do you want to move?
Away from the fire if possible, I guess.
Away from the fire in the direction of Sterling, away from the fire in the direction of Dimitri, or on the way in the fire towards the back of the... Well, those are the only options, really.
Towards the skull.
Towards the skull. 5, 10, right here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Back to Muskoka. You saw, as you spoke... Give me a perception check. Insight check, please.
Natural 1.
Okay. With your rage, you couldn't really tell how or if Falpher reacted to or had any sort of response.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say I see
Also,
him
give me a perception
leave.
check, please.
Another natural 1.
Okay. You're incredibly confused by your surroundings, and as you're kind of your form, you look and you kind of flicker in and out as you're trying to understand this new potential reality that is yours. What do you do?
So I would have obviously seen that Falpher left, though.
Yeah,
He's
and
not
you
there.
said something to him, and then he ran off
Yeah.
towards, and then he cast it up, and you saw a rope fall, and then you saw
I
people
could
start to
see
clamber up.
Ezmerelda's over by the base.
She's starting to climb the rope.
I'm going to move over to Ezmerelda.
Okay. And as you hover, you can close that distance. I'm pretty sure that's... Yeah, so with the basically 30 feet of your movement, you're right beside Ezmerelda.
Yep. And I'll say to her, Ezmerelda, the monster hunter. You're so brave. You're so powerful. You use your friends as bait so that you can be the hero. You're a coward. And then with any movement I have, I will move upward with my dash if I can.
Okay, so you're basically 10 feet above where Ezmerelda is then. Ezmerelda, give me a perception check, please.
Dirty 20.
Okay, with a dirty 20, you feel like you heard a voice, and as you kind of turn, nothing is there.
I don't know whose voice it is. I just
No.
hear a voice.
You just heard
Okay.
a voice, almost like like a whisper that crossed.
I just kind of look around and keep at it.
Okay. Dimitri, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt again to try to push off because I've already felt it give a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and get the skull away.
Okay. Strength check?
23.
Okay. With a 23, you place both feet onto the side of the thing, and you move it 5 feet. You've basically moved it to the distance that your hands could push. Oh, everybody fell.
No.
Sterling's sword broke. No.
Oh no.
You no longer have a sword, Sterling. Sorry.
Which is probably a good thing because he's attacking us.
Yeah, exactly.
I still have my claws.
You still have your claws. That's true.
That's fine. Hit me, Sterling.
All right. Okay. So you're able to move the skull backwards 5 feet this way, to the distance that you have pushed.
Okay. I guess that's my action. I wouldn't be able to move it anymore this turn.
Well, you could using your movement. So I'm going to allow your action to be the moving it. If you want to, but right now you have no leverage on anything to be able to move it further. You'd have to kind of get out and push.
Okay. Then I'll, noticing that it's moved significantly more than last turn, I'm gonna hop out and push it.
Okay, so you hop out beside it, kind of onto the balcony. And with that, I'm going to allow you to continue to use that strength check that you had, and you're able to push it the half the distance of your movement. So if your movement's 50 at 30, I'll allow you to push it 15. So as you do, you move it 15. So it was here, let's say 5, 10, 15 feet. To the point where basically like your hands are over the side of the balcony because you've pushed it as far as you can.
Okay. Am I able to reach to get in, or is my movement gone?
Not enough now because you've used your full movement to do the pushing. Unless you want to have stopped like just shy so that you could get in.
Yeah, because I feel like I should probably be in.
Okay. So it's like right against the balcony basically. And you basically jump into it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. The hut, not knowing where it's going to do a perception check. Okay. It starts to kind of look around as it doesn't necessarily know where Godfrey is. It is going to attempt to bring its claw up and claw kind of in front of it. It will do that with a disadvantage. And you have disadvantage on it anyways, right? You said? Still?
Not right now.
Not right now?
I didn't dodge this turn. I had to move my...
Right. So it still has disadvantage because it's trying to claw at you. You're lucky because the first one was 25. I'm assuming an 18 doesn't hit?
18 does hit.
It does hit. It's going to claw at you again. Does 22 hit? Yes.
Yep.
And natural 1. Okay. How do I do this? All right, so it comes up and it starts to kind of swipe at the front. I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. That's a natural 20 for 22.
Nice. Okay, from the first swipe, as it comes across, the claws grab you on the side. You manage to grab onto this hut, and you're not letting go for the life of you. So you're still on it, but the first swipe, you take 31 points of damage.
Okay.
The second swipe, you take 24.
So that's 55 in total.
Yeah.
Thank you.
As the first one comes across, the second one comes across. But you're holding on as tightly as you can to the side of this cabin, not having fallen off, because that would have sucked. With the third natural 1, as it tries to kind of grab at it, it stumbles. I really want it to trip, but that is going to be a disaster for the table. It falls onto a knee and I'm going to say that that's kind of it being prone for next turn. So it falls down to kind of like a knee and it collapses halfway. I want Sterling, and I'll allow you to keep, so I'd like Sterling to make a dexterity saving throw, please. Godfrey, I'll allow you to use that natural 20 to hold on as the whole thing starts to shift and move.
What about Baba?
And Baba, sorry. Of course.
13.
Okay. With the 13, you manage to kind of stay on your feet, but it does push you as you kind of smash into this wardrobe a little bit. Not taking any damage, but basically like lose your footing and lose where you were standing.
17.
Baba with a 17. Again, you manage to kind of steady yourself and grab on as it shifts, and you're okay. But it does, because it does move away from Dimitri slightly as it stumbles this way. So it's moved kind of 5 feet away from you, Dimitri. Falpher, you're up. Sterling, you're on deck.
Okay, I will make it to that point on the rope, Jay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attempt to hold myself on that rope and knock an arrow back for with my other hand, my free hand. So hold with the one hand, and I'm using my one-handed crossbow in the other hand.
Okay.
And try to shoot baby lasagna in the face.
Okay, so you climb up the distance, but to get at that distance, you're going to need to use your movement and a dash, because it's half movement for climbing.
Oh, right, half movement. Okay, can I just try to get up to the right level then?
Yeah, so you get up to the right level and you're able to, but as you do, it shifts 5 feet. Do you want to jump onto, do you want to get onto the base, or you just want to hold onto the rope still?
I want to hold onto the rope. I don't want to be, if I see it, because I see it being unsteady.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm
okay.
gonna.
And the door is now the door is now 5 feet away from where it was, so you don't have a clean shot hanging on the rope, unfortunately. Okay?
Okay.
Sterling, you're up. Godfrey, you're on deck.
Now, I've moved further away from Godfrey at this point because of that. And I have to use my action before my movement as a condition of the spell. So the closest creature to me is still the house, right? Because I'm standing in it.
Oh, technically.
And
yeah, but
it.
it's
I'm touching it.
It's still a creature I choose, so if I don't choose anybody near you, you can just move freely.
But the creature you chose was the creature closest to me.
Well, assuming there was going to be someone that I wanted attacking next to you.
Godfrey is still the
There's nobody
closest to
then.
you.
But the spell still forces me to make my action, my melee attack, before doing any movement, right? I have to use my action first. Is that the thing?
Correct. So if there's no one to attack melee next to you, then you can just move freely.
I see. Okay. Then I will move towards Baba Lysaga.
Okay, hang on one sec. Hang on. Can we just read that spell again real quick, Julian?
Yep.
Which is the target part of it?
So while the target is charmed in this way, a twisted crown of jagged iron appears in his head, and a madness glows in their eyes. The charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose.
Mentally choose. Okay.
The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature or if none are within its reach.
Yeah, so it doesn't say at what point you have to mentally choose that creature, right?
No.
So you could choose it whenever. I guess you could change the target, or does it stay the same target when you cast it?
Well, it says you attack a target that that they mentally choose. So I would imagine at the point that you're ready to attack, the target that's chosen is by the mental.
Like on your at
capacity.
the beginning of your turn, I would will you to attack who I want you to attack, and then
because movement, people can move and things can change, right? So it would have to be at the point of attack. That's what I'm gonna say.
And then you get a wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Yes. Which I've already rolled. So okay, because I cannot take my action against anybody because I'm too far away, and my movement would happen after.
You're not too far. You're in the doorway.
Actually, I can't move because of that condition from the last time, so I can't move. So I'll just make my save.
I'm confused. Sorry. Why can't you attack Godfrey, who's right behind you, right beside you?
Because the house moved and I moved all the way over to the wardrobe.
But does it say he has to be right next to you? It has to be adjacent, right?
It's a melee attack.
Julian?
Yeah, so it has to be a melee attack against a creature other than itself that I mentally choose. And if no one is in range right now, if none are in reach, then there's no attack.
Okay,
that happens that turn.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm tired of killing my friends. So I'm using my reaction to give myself advantage because of Uvar on this saving throw. I rolled an 18. Is that enough?
That is enough.
Okay.
Okay, the crown dissipates. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure we got that right.
Turn.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, that's your turn, Bryn?
Yeah, although with the very last part of my turn, I would like to turn to face the general direction of Baba Lysaga and roar in giant sterling voice.
I like it. Sir Godfrey, you're up.
Great. Okay. I kind of see what everything was going on, but then I finally lock on Baba, and I say, "You've run away for far too long." And I whip out my sword down to the ground as I cast Thunderous Smite as a bonus action, and I run up and try to attack it twice.
Okay. All right.
Yes. First attack is a 23 to hit.
Hits.
Second attack is a crit.
Ooh.
Shout out to Heartbeat Dice for these Black Lives Matter dice. First attack will be... That is 15, 19. Do damage types matter to you? Does thunder matter?
No.
It's thunder damage?
I'm doing extra thunder damage, so I'm axing. Gotta separate it.
Nope, doesn't matter. Nope.
All right. 19 plus... 19 plus... 27 points of damage for that first attack. And you need to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. 27. Strength saving throw is a 18, sorry.
Okay, that succeeds. Second attack. Max on 1. 19. Max on that. 19, 29, 33 points of damage for the second attack. A second saving throw. A second strength saving throw, sorry.
Okay. It was a natural 18, so 20.
Yeah, that's safe. Cool. That's fine.
Yep.
And then as I hit you each time it strikes, I picture that you hear the roar of Argynvost in that thunderous wave. And that is my turn. I'm right next to her though. Breathing gross in your face.
All right, the were-ravens, Dimitri, you can see that they kind of fly past your back and they circle. They're going to take a full movement dash to circle around. As they come, they start to kind of lower, and it looks like they're coming in around Ezmerelda. You can see towards the body of Muskoka. And two of them, actually, you know what? Three of them start to go down. Two of them kind of grab onto the side through the back window there. They're going to take 2 shots at Baba. That first one is a 19 to hit.
That misses.
And the second one is a natural 1 as ding, the hand crossbow, unfortunately, the
wait,
string
sorry.
on it breaks.
No, I'm not in the skull.
Yeah, you're not.
Sorry, it was a 19 and a what? Sorry, the 19 does hit.
Does hit, okay. That's going to be 5 points of damage. Okay. Ezmerelda, you're up. Baba, you're on deck.
How far up the rope am I right now?
You were 15 feet up the rope. So another 20 feet and you'll be to the...
Okay, with half my speed for climbing, exactly is at 20 feet, so I would like to get to the top.
Okay, so you make it to the top and you are now on the side, not right in the doorway, but you managed to climb... actually, now you're off a bit because it moved 5 feet. So you're gonna have to make a jump off the rope.
Okay.
You think it'd be a decent, you think you could decently do it, but I need you to make an acrobatics check if you're gonna jump. Athletics
Sure,
check.
I'm gonna jump. And would that just be my action for this turn since I'm jumping?
No, that's movement.
Okay.
Give me a acrobatics or strength or athletics check, depending on what you wanna do.
I just did acrobatics, but I got a 9.
Okay. I'm gonna say it just makes it.
Okay.
As you are holding on to the side there. That is your full movement though, right? You still have an action,
Yes.
so you can still move with your action if you want, or take an action.
Since I am nowhere, I don't have any clear view of anything, I'd have to move towards the door, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Although, actually, the boarded window right now, you can see into it. There's a lot of smoke still in here, but you can see in through, and you see Godfrey and Baba right basically in front across where there's a table basically going at each other.
Okay, but not enough room through that to cast a spell?
No, I would allow it.
Okay. If I could cast a firebolt at Baba.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
15 does hit, okay. Ugh, rats. 2 points of fire damage. I am not rolling well on this today.
So it clips you in the shoulder as the firebolt kind of continues to hurtle and hits the back wall, adding to the flamage occurring right now. And I'm gonna say, we're gonna add some more flamage here.
Flamage.
Flamage.
Omelette de
Fromage.
fromage.
as it continues to kind of
Un
grow.
petit peu de fromage, s'il vous plaît.
It's caught a wardrobe that sits at the back there and continues to burn. All right, Baba, you're up. Muskoka, you're on deck.
Okay, so where is my skull and Dimitri in comparison to me?
Okay, so this is you. This is Godfrey. This is
Yep.
Dimitri in your skull.
Okay. If a creature was down inside the skull, would you say I could stand on top of them?
It would take a check. Like if you want to
Okay.
grab onto them, it would take like a grapple check to hold on.
Okay.
You can't like stand
baby down.
necessarily, but you can grab them and hold onto them.
If they were down, though? Like,
Yeah, so Dimitri's sitting in the skull right now.
yeah.
So you could like basically like be on top of Dimitri, but you'd have to hold on.
Okay. I
Maybe not a
turn
grapple check,
and-
but like a whole, yeah.
Okay. So I turn and I look at Dimitri,
Yep.
and I just say, "I've had it. No one is coming back from this one." And I cast Blight on him. So I need him to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
And before you answer that, that is where we're going to take a break
15.
for this evening. So everyone go ahead, take your breaks. Again, if you'd like to be entered to win the digital copy of Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, you'll get a pre-order copy. If you win tonight, just put the word Ravenloft into the chat only once. More than once, you will be disqualified. And folks, we will be right back.
Yeah, pick up my food real quick.
And we're back. All right.
Back.
Dimitri, what's that save?
It was a 15 con save.
Is that enough?
15 con save. That is not enough.
Oh dear.
So
Uh-oh.
you take
No.
42 points of necrotic damage. As like your skin and everything just starts to wither away into nothingness, and your bones and your flesh start to peel away from the impact.
Oh. Okay. That brings me to 0.
Dimitri goes limp inside the skull, and I can use unconscious Dimitri because I have that one.
And then I will misty step out to the skull and attempt to just kind of stand on top of his body.
Okay. Give me an athletics check, please.
Athletics. That is an unnatural 20.
Okay. So you managed to perch on top of his body, not quite sitting in the. That's quite the scene there. Not quite sitting.
She's standing on she's standing on Dimitri, who is down.
Yeah. And then I
She's
will
perched on top of him.
And then I will will the skull away as far as it can from the hut.
Now you have to be sitting in it in order to will it.
Okay, and I'm not quite sitting in it yet.
No, because Dimitri's in your place.
Gotcha. Okay.
Ah.
I will. No, that's it. That's my turn.
Okay.
I will just yell out to Godfrey. Another one for your undead collection.
It's very good. I don't know why it's not. I'm trying to get it to focus on the. There we go. All right. Muskoka, you are up.
So, Muskoka will travel upward through the doorway, kind of the most direct path he can into the doorway.
Yep.
To see who is in there. Oh, actually, at this point, would I see what's happening with the skull from where I am? And that Dimitri is down?
So you were right in front of it. So from this vantage, you can see Dimitri and Baba.
Okay.
Ezmerelda's right in front of you here.
Yeah, so I'll move up to that position where you've
Yep. That's 40.
me.
So that's your distance.
Yeah, and then seeing that Dimitri is down, I'm going to abandon my tirade of taunts and use my.
Go ahead.
I'd like to move into the hut to Godfrey if I can.
Okay,
using
so
my dash.
So you see Dimitri, and as you start to move through the hut's doorway, you hear a snap. And it's the only clear sound that you've heard. And as you look up, the tether has snapped. And it kind of recoils, and then it shoots out in the direction of your body. And it attaches itself. And that silvery line becomes taut. And you feel this burning sensation in your spine. And as you turn towards Baba, you feel this deep, horrible, gripping sense of vengeance. And you feel the tug begin to pull backwards towards your body. What do you do?
I'll turn to face my body.
Yep.
And I want to get a better sense of what's happening. Do I understand what's
Insight
happening
check.
at this point? (19).
Okay, with a 19, you feel like You feel utter hatred for Baba, for taking your life in this moment, for taking your life, and you feel like you're being given the chance to redeem yourself, to take vengeance on the one that took your life. And it's a fleeting moment. The decision has to be made quickly.
I will allow it to drag me until I am essentially face to face with my body on the ground.
Okay. As you kind of succumb to it, it pulls you back. As it kind of recoils you, you willing yourself to stop just above your body. What do you do?
And I, understanding kind of what's happening in this world.
And as you look down at your face, burnt patches, blood-caked, your eyes rolled back, you see that the ravens are closing in on the body. What do you do?
Realizing kind of what this means, I think about the hatred towards Baba, towards the darkness of the world, towards the injustice, and think about how harnessing the power that coming back in this way through the hatred could allow me to do one more act of fighting to free this world. And then I consider how I don't want my last memories to be of anger and hatred, and to die once more filled with rage. And I want to reject the pull towards the body.
You hear another snap as the tether snaps behind you. Connects again in the sky, past the clouds, past the mist. And you feel this calm. Things begin to, again, muffle around you as you hover above your body. What do you do?
I will move towards the tether in the sky.
Okay. You look up. The warmth begins to warm your face. You turn up towards it and you start to go.
And I'll feel a sadness for the fact that I can't help the way that I wanted.
Okay.
Almost like I were to cry if I could in my not body.
Okay. Back to the party. Dimitri, I'd like you to make your first saving throw, please. Death save.
Okay. 17.
That's a pass. It's one for the good guys. Currently, the hut begins to kind of shake. I would like those inside the hut, as it's like trying to shake Godfrey out of its ear. I'd like you all to make dexterity saving throws, please. That's for Sterling, for Ezmerelda, and for Godfrey.
9.
Okay. That's a 9, Sterling?
19.
Okay, you manage to grip onto the table, and you notice, Godfrey, actually, that the table is bolted to the ground. So as you grip the table, it doesn't move, and you're able to hold yourself steady.
Okay.
Ezmerelda?
17.
17's enough. As you hold on to the outside, your feet just slipping slightly off the edge as you're able to pull yourself on. Sterling, you get pushed further into this direction. I'm gonna have you take just 2 points of damage as you roll you stop and you roll into the fire, and you pat it out quickly, but it's 2 points of damage. And currently prone. Okay. Falpher, you are up.
Okay, so in relationship to the hut, I am 40 feet up the rope. I have basically readied an attack with my open hand, or with my hand with one.
Oh, right, yeah. So you were up, you were facing the doorway, and then it moved. So now you're where Ezmerelda is, right behind her, basically. And I'll use this to put you on top of. You kind of stand more or less here.
Okay.
I can't because of the... Here, I'll move this a little bit so that it...
Can I... Is there any way for me to scooch to make sure that my view of Baba is less obscured?
Well, it's not obscured at all right now.
Okay.
You have a clear shot to Baba.
Okay. So, I am going to shoot. Okay, first of all, I want to see, what do I see when I look at Baba? She's putting out the fire. Or
she's perched. She's perched.
swirling?
No, she's perched on the skull, on top of Dimitri's lifeless body, hovering.
Yes, that's right.
Just outside, right here, outside the cabin, some 15 feet off the side of the cabin.
That's right. And Dimitri, I've obviously seen go down in there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to attack her face with one of my magic arrows. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. You're hanging from a rope while trying to kind of steady yourself, so that's gonna be a disadvantage.
Okay. All right. So hand crossbow with disadvantage. So that's a 19 on the first roll for disadvantage, and that's a 25 for the second roll. So
That's
19.
a 19. Okay.
To hit.
So
Damage?
Do I have? I don't have the cover then right now because I'm not.
You're not
inside.
fully in it. No.
Okay. So that will be. Oh, come on. D&D Beyond. So that's 5 points of damage, which should do it.
If only. You still have movement left.
Okay.
Would you like to attempt to jump onto the hut, or what do you want to do? Do you want to stay on the rope?
I'm going to now climb into the cover of my portal.
So you're moving up into it.
Yep.
Okay. So you climb the other 20 feet, which takes your movement, and then you're up through.
Yep.
Okay.
And I hide inside.
Okay. Falpher disappears inside. Sir Godfrey, you are up.
Sterling?
You're up.
Doesn't Sterling go before me?
Oh, shoot. Sterling. Sorry, I skipped forward accidentally.
You're
Sterling,
good. Yeah,
you're
I'm
up.
yeah, sorry, let's go.
Okay.
Apologize.
So I'll stand up. That leaves me with what, 20 feet of movement?
Half your movement. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to. Okay, with a dash, would I be able to run and jump onto the skull from the balcony?
Jump distance. We do this every time. What's jump distance again?
I have a quick question about that because I was considering something very similar. However, you moved the hut when you were like fixing it.
Yeah.
And Baba didn't necessarily get away from the hut.
Yeah.
With the skull.
Yeah. So I moved it. I moved it
it
5 feet. So she's still 10 feet from the balcony.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was like, she did actually go. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. And with a running jump, I believe you can. I forget jumping distance again. We always do this.
I've got a strength of 15, so that should be 15 feet if I recall. And this is a running jump, so.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say that you think you can make that jump.
Okay. Then I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna do a dash, and I'm gonna run and jump to get on that skull.
Come on, big Sterling.
And hopefully I don't.
Okay. You're gonna run and jump. I would like you to make a strength athletics check, please.
All right. I pre-rolled it because I'm big Sterling. I get advantage. It's an 18.
Okay. With an 18, you land on the skull, and fairly firmly on it. Baba, as he lands, because of his weight, the skull rocks. I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I hope you fall and die.
How do you really feel?
14.
Okay, that's enough. As she manages to just hold on, you are now face to face with Baba Lysaga.
All right, I look mad, just so you know. I'm
Okay.
angry.
I like it. Godfrey, you're up.
That does change some things. He's right in front of her too.
Yep. Like he's right in her face. Nobody else can fit on this skull. I mean, you can absolutely try. I mean, that's what I meant.
No. Yeah, it makes no sense. Yeah, he had a plan, but
Okay.
plan's gone.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay. Then what he does is he goes to the edge of the window, of the opening,
Yep.
and raises his sword in the sky. And
This
speaks in
way?
Yeah.
Okay.
And speaks in Draconic, saying, "We are the servants of Argynvost, and you can't get us down." I cast aid on myself, Sterling, and Dimitri. He's up.
Oh! Does he get healed?
He gets healed. Yeah, aid gives you HP.
Okay.
Therefore, you have 5 HP right now. You're welcome.
Nice.
Also, same to you, Sterling. If you lost, you get go ahead gain 5 HP.
So Dimitri, your eyes open. Waking up from a horrible nightmare of Baba Lysaga eating your face. As you look up, you have an unfortunate view of her rear end. As she is perched above you.
And no, in other words, she wins.
Yeah. In other words.
Psychic damage.
As you're already going up, right? Muskoka, you're no longer there, right? You had already started to move? Okay. 3 of the Rare Ravens swoop down, they grab Muskoka's body, and they start to fly it down the path of the way that everyone came. The other 2 are going to hover up above the cabin, and they're going to fire at Baba. That is going to be a 22. And that is going to be a 21.
Yep.
Nicely done.
Okay, I can see out of the opening. Is there any way I saw Muskoka being carried away by those ravens?
So you hang on. You get 8 points damage, and 8 and 4. So 12 points of damage. Baba. From hand crossbow bolts. Falfert, is there any way that you saw the ravens?
Take Muskoka away.
Are you're looking out the hole of the bottom? I would say yes.
Yeah.
From your vantage, yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, 3 of them grab him and they carry him off that way. Okay. All right, that is their turn. Ezmerelda, you're up. Baba, you're on deck.
I'm going to turn and hurl a firebolt at Baba Lysaga.
Okay.
Is it 25 to hit?
Oh yeah, you're there. You'd have to move. So if you want to kind of like move along the side to here, then yeah, we're just gonna put you right there for now. But that's not where you are. But you're holding on basically to the side of the banister.
Okay.
And you fire out a firebolt.
With 10 points of fire damage.
Baba, you take that in the face.
Yep.
Okay. Baba, you're up. Do you want to move at all anymore, Ezmerelda?
Yeah, if I could turn back that corner so I'm not in the line of sight.
Sure. So you want to be back here again?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Bobby, you're up. Muskoka, you're on deck.
Yeah.
Oh, there are ravens right
okay.
there.
I'm gonna cast polymorph on Brandon. On Sterling, sorry.
Okay.
So that's going to be a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I'll
on
use
Sterling.
Uvar and give myself advantage.
And also, you can add +3 to whatever you roll.
Okay, then that makes a 17.
17 just meets it.
Oof.
Okay.
You feel your body start to change, and you will it out of existence and back to Big Sterling.
Okay, I roar in her face really loud again.
Baba, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's pretty much it for this turn. So I'm just gonna look down at the baby in my hands and just, no, it's okay, we'll be fine, we'll be fine, and just looking rather nervous at this point, like she's not even believing her own voice or her own words.
It begins to goo and coo in your direction. Okay. Muskoka, you are floating upwards. The warmth of the sun in your face getting warmer. You move another 80 feet up. As you start to approach kind of the bottom, as you feel like the cold condensation of the clouds, the warmth getting warmer and warmer as you move. What do you do?
I will continue to kind of move backwards with the tether getting pulled.
Yeah, so you've turned and you're moving, so the tether's kind of above your head. As you're kind of following it, you feel it being pulled taut as you move with it.
Yeah. And I guess I see these ravens coming to take away the body.
At this point, you're facing up towards it. If you look back, you see ravens grab your body and they start to carry it off.
Okay. Yeah, I would say I would.
That's some 100 feet down.
Take a little look back, just at my friends there fighting. But I will continue to move with the tether.
Okay. You continue to move with the tether for the sake of brevity. You start to, the condensation of the clouds begin to overtake you. The fog begins to overtake you. The warmth begins to grow and grow and grow, and then immediately it's gone as you smack against an unseen obstacle and force. The tether pulls you backwards as you start to get pulled and pounded back against an unseen wall of fog. And it continues to happen until eventually the tether snaps. You silently fall some 10 feet before you're able to kind of collect yourself as you hover, realizing for the first time that you are stuck here.
After kind of hovering weightless in no sound for some timeless moments and embracing that realization for the first time, I'll then begin to move in the direction that the ravens were taking the body.
Okay.
And just not get too close, but stay above and kind of move parallel with them.
Okay, so you start to hover out in the same direction. Okay. All right. Dimitri, you're up.
Okay. From the position that Baba and I are both in, am I able to kind of sit up?
Use your words carefully.
Just like get, just sit up and try to shove her completely off.
Yeah, so you can take a shove action. So it's going to
Okay.
be your strength against hers.
Straight strength?
Athletics, I think. That's the rule, right? I think, Julian, we talked about it the other day. If anybody else knows offhand.
Yeah, it is athletics.
Yeah.
I can choose, I think, between athletics or
Acrobatics, but he has to use athletics. Yeah.
But he has to use athletics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like grapple. Yep.
Okay, it's a dirty 20.
Also a dirty 20.
Oh, meets it, beats it. So you beat it, Julian, as you attempt to shove her off you, and she stands her ground, clutching the side of the skull. Man.
And I'll just...
No, my skull! My skull!
You're like this weird, haunted, twisted Yoda, I feel. Kind of in the swamp.
There is no track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just say, this is an abomination.
Okay.
And if there's anything I could look around within the skull just to see, I think I've tried this though. If there's any way to figure out how to fly.
Yeah,
but-
you imagine that there isn't, that she controls it somehow with her mind.
Okay.
Okay. At this point, I'd like Godfrey to make a dexterity, and Ezmerelda to make dexterity saving throws, please.
It's a dirty 20 for me.
Okay. You manage to hold. It starts to sway again to try and get you out of the hut, and you grab the side of the banister, and it managed to hold on no problem. Ezmerelda?
That's a 13 for me.
That's enough. Just as you slip off the side and you grab onto roots that are protruding from the side of the bottom of this hut. And you are now dangling from the side of the hut.
Okay.
Falpher, you're up. Sterling, you're on deck.
Okay. I will slide down the rope if I can. Looking at the situation in the skull, actually, before I go down the rope, looking at the situation in the skull, Jay, do I notice anything in particular about the status of thing? Like, does it look like Dimitri has it under control? I'm trying to get an
Insight.
understanding for. Sorry?
Insight check.
Okay. Okay, so that's a 13.
Okay. With a 13, you see that Dimitri has tried to move, and she held her place. She looks beat up, bruised badly. You see Sterling clutching the front of it. But you basically see a bit of a stalemate, where at this stage, they're kind of fighting against each other, but nobody is really getting the upper hand just yet.
Is her back to me?
No, she's facing that direction. Well,
And
kind of.
Dimitri's in
You're
my
at the
way.
diagonal slightly.
Okay, do I have a clear shot of her, though?
If you come out of the hole and do it, yes, you would have a clear shot.
Okay, so I'll do that. I'll come out of the hole
Yeah,
and take a shot,
yeah.
and then I want to use the rest of my movement to go down the rope.
Okay.
Cool. So that will be...
So take the shot, and then you'll move 15 feet down the rope.
Okay, so that's an 11 to hit.
Yeah. You have a hard time kind of hanging out of it and shooting as it goes wide.
Okay.
Did you
I'll go down the-
actually hide in a hole, or you just used the word hide? Because hiding
No,
does
No,
technically.
I think he just went up into the hole is what he meant.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. I wasn't sure.
To get cover, I imagine, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for cover.
Sterling, you're up. Godfrey, you're on deck.
I want to try and grapple her, if I can.
Okay. Let's do that.
So I rolled athletics with advantage, but I only got a 12.
That was a natural 15 for 19.
Okay. So you go to grab her arms, unfortunately, and as you grab onto her, you feel like her skin is as hard as stone, almost as hard as your exterior. And unfortunately, she just manages to kind of like do one of these moves and gets out of your grasp.
All right.
Is that your turn?
That's kind of all I can do. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Godfrey, you're up.
Y'all over here blocking her from me. I mean, you got to cut that.
Sorry, what was that? Sorry.
I'm sorry. No,
Oh.
I'm.
Oh, okay. I thought you had said something to me. I missed it.
I'm surveying the situation.
Got it.
It's just it's making it really hard. I'll try it. I see. Yeah, I see Baba Lysaga. And hold on. Okay, yeah. I see Baba Lysaga, and I point my sword at her, and then I point it at the baby.
Okay.
And I point it back to her.
Okay.
And using command in Draconic, I say, throw. Now, I mean, I don't know if she, I mean, we'll see if she passes. She probably will, but.
Oh. What's the saving throw? Wisdom?
I rolled a 17.
You meet it.
Ah! What is your response as you feel his voice in your mind?
Damn it.
I lock eyes with him, I almost leaning around Dimitri and Sterling, and I just look across and just go. No, no. You have no power. Not here, dead one.
We'll see.
I got a quick question, Jay.
Yep.
Would she have had disadvantage because she's holding a baby on that grapple?
What's that?
She's holding a baby. Would she have had disadvantage on the grapple?
I'm gonna say it's too late now. But no, it's fine. Sorry. Okay. The were-ravens swoop down onto the side of that would have been clutch. Swoop down onto the side of the cabin and climb in one of the windows so that they're inside the cabin. And you hear footsteps behind you, Godfrey, and you realize that the ravens have come in. The raven creatures, humanoid creatures, have come in, and they're milling about inside the cabin behind you. But at this point, you realize they've been shooting, that they're allies.
I don't notice him. I'm locked eyes with Baba.
Okay. The ravens go another 50 feet or so, Muskoka, you see, and then they land. And they place Muskoka's body gingerly on the ground, kind of at the end of the land bridge. And they kind of look around, and it looks like they're almost guarding it. And you see Noggins kind of trot up and stop and begin to lick Muskoka's face.
So they only moved him to the end of that land bridge?
Yeah, but it's they moved him like 50 to 60, 70 feet. You get the sense that they're moving him to safety, just so his body's out of the stomping range of the creature.
Okay. Is my movement still about 80 feet for movement plus dash?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, you just saw them. Sorry, it's not your turn yet. You just saw that. Ezmerelda, you're up. Baba, you're on deck. Sorry.
Using the ledge of the house, how close am I able to get to Baba Lysaga?
You would have to travel. You'd get here with 25, and then 5 feet to Sterling, but it would be quite the. I don't even know if you could do it with so many people on the skull already.
I wouldn't want to be on the skull, but how close could I get?
5 feet from
theoretically?
5 feet from Sterling, 10 feet from her.
Perfect. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna use my Vistani Evil Eye on her
Okay.
to hold person.
Okay. Can you read that ability?
Ezmerelda targets one creature that she can see within 10 feet of her and casts one of the following spells with a save of 14. So she could either do Animal Friendship, Charm Person, or Hold Person.
Okay.
So I'm doing Hold Person.
That was a 17 on the save.
I hate you so much. All right, I tried.
Baba, your muscles begin to atrophy as you feel yourself, but then again, you're able to. And don't you take damage from that, Ezmerelda?
I do not. That's from Curse.
Okay, but there's something that happens with that, right?
The only thing that happens with that one, because you're thinking of the other thing. You're thinking with Curse.
Yeah, I know there's something that happens with both, but one of them you take damage. There's another one
With Evil Eye, she's just immune to Evil Eye
for 24 hours.
24 hours, so I can't do
Right,
this thing again.
right. Baba, you're up. Muskoka, you're on deck.
Okay. Looking very visibly frustrated. She's just going to look down at, well, I guess not look down, but look at Dimitri, look at Sterling, and just say, "Get off of my skull!" and cast Acid Splash on both of them.
Okay.
So I need a Dexterity saving throw from both of them.
You can add +3 to your dexterity. Dirty 20.
Sorry, 30-20 passes. What was the other one?
13.
13.
13 does not pass. So you take 14 points for Sterling and 7 to Adam, or to Dimitri.
Okay.
Okay. That 7 puts me down.
Okay, Sterling, can you give me a Dexterity saving throw, please?
Dice are not working for me today. It's 13.
You manage just to hold on. As you kind of let go with one hand, you're still holding on with one hand. You manage to come back up and grip.
Really quickly, just so Acid Splash is a cantrip. It does half damage.
I don't think Acid Splash does have damage.
It may not.
Fair call. No, it doesn't do any damage.
Okay, there you go.
On the success.
Dimitri, you
Sorry,
get
that
that
was
back.
my bad.
I didn't take damage?
So he's not.
No.
He's not out.
Dimitri, you did not.
But Sterling still takes the damage.
Yeah.
Sorry. Good call. Fair call.
Muskoka, you're up.
I'd like to. Why did they put me down? Are they just taking a rest?
Give me an insight check.
That's a 10.
Okay. You get the sense that they gingerly set you down just to be safe, and they're kind of guarding your body to make sure that your body wasn't in danger. But that's it. They placed you down on the ground because what else are they going to do with you? They're just getting you out of at a safe distance.
I'm going to. I want to move towards Baba.
Okay.
Full movement.
So you're going to turn. You're going to
fast as
move
I
back.
can.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I can't go anywhere.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
I'm going to move at her.
Okay.
I
So
don't know if I
that
can
puts
get
you
through.
about 30 feet from the hut. At this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And I will. That's it. That's gonna be it
Okay.
for my turn.
Okay. Dimitri, you're up. And yeah, Dimitri, you're up.
Okay, so just dodging the acid, I look at her and I say, Begone, wicked creature. And I'm going to activate the holy symbol of Ravenkind and produce sunlight while it's dangling around my neck. And I'm gonna attempt to... Oh wait, that's an action. It's an action to do that. Okay, well, I was hoping to blind and then shove, but I can't do that.
So you're just gonna attempt to blind?
Actually, I think my best bet is still the shove.
Okay. So you don't want to activate it, or you do?
No, I won't activate it.
Okay.
And I'll try another shove.
Okay.
Okay, it's a 19.
Uh, 23.
Same thing. You try to get up, and she has clutched. Man, those dice are something else.
What kind of bonuses? Crazy.
Godfrey and Ezmerelda, if you can give me dexterity saving throws once again as the cabin begins to...
That's a 15 this time?
Okay.
That's a 29 for me.
Woo! You guys have no issues,
Damn.
but you hear "Wah!" as one of the ravens slide out the door and
I am
out,
dexterous AF.
but then catch themselves with their wings as they hover halfway down. Falpher, you're up. Sterling, you're on deck.
Okay. I am going to cast Zephyr Strike. And that adds 30 feet to my movement. I am going to get to the edge of the hut.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump on.
Okay, give me an athletics check or acrobatics.
Okay. Okay, that's a 12.
That's enough.
Cool. And I want to really so I do want to attempt to jump, if I can, towards that skull as well. Just gonna pile us all onto that skull.
Okay, so you're gonna come around the side. 5, 10, 15, 20. So you want to basically be on the edge of here.
Yeah.
And then you want to try and jump on the back of Sterling?
Yeah, I mean, what I'm attempting to do is get right up to Baba and try to steal the baby right from her arms.
Okay, so you'd have to jump on Sterling's back.
Yeah.
Because you can't really get to the skull, and then clamber over. You've moved 20. If you jump again, that's another 10. That would be your... What's your movement? Oh, you cast Zephyr Strike?
Yeah, I cast Zephyr, so I have an additional 30 feet of movement.
Okay, so 20, 10 to Sterling, and then you could get to Bob and try and steal it.
Yep.
Okay, give me a athletics check for that jump.
Okay. Ha ha. You sure you didn't mean acrobatics check?
I'll allow it.
Okay. That's a what was that? That's a 12? No, it's a 23. That's a natural 20, in fact.
Wow. Natural 20. As you do like a half flip in the air, corkscrew, land perfectly on Sterling's back. Sterling, can you give me a strength save, please? Doesn't have to be much.
22.
You have no problem holding yourself under Falpher's jump. Falpher, you are now on top of Sterling's shoulders, more or less.
Yep.
You now have a 5-foot movement to get to Baba.
So,
Man, you guys just
Strike-
want these minis to break.
to break. Yeah, we just want them to fall.
It's like Jenga.
Yes. So Jason, put me on Sterling's back, just like that. That worked incredibly well. So Zephyr Strike allows me to get in and out without opportunity attacks being fired.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to steal the baby from her hands and leave.
Okay. All right. So the action will be the stealing of the baby.
That's right.
And then the leaving will be movement.
That's right.
Give me a it's going to be a contested strength athletics check against Baba.
Yes. All right, here we go. Yes, natural 20. Check it out on D&D Beyond right now.
What?
Not a natural 20.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. She didn't expect it, and you come over, over her shoulders, and you grab the baby before she even knows what's going on. And you now have the baby. As you snatch it, it begins. You have the baby in your arms. Baba, what do you do, Falpher? Yeah. Falpher, what do you do?
I just turn to her and I go, ha! And I run down the side of the hut towards my rope.
Okay, so you're gonna.
I think I can only do 20 feet of movement left.
Give me another acrobatics check
Use
to jump
40.
back to the cabin.
Okay.
So
Right.
it was 20 to here.
Okay, let's do this.
It was 30 to his shoulders. So you have another 30 feet of movement from his shoulders. What'd you roll?
Bless you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Greatest online sneeze ever, by the way. Just done by Ezmerelda there. That was amazing. But as an aside, I rolled a 6.
Muted.
It was awesome. That's a 6, Jay.
Oh.
I'm not letting go of this baby. So if I have to fall, I have to fall, but the baby's mine.
Okay, use it as a pillow. To land
Okay.
on.
So you turn around to launch off the back of Sterling.
Yeah.
You launch across, and your foot slips off his back. And you plummet directly downward
Okay.
with the baby.
Yes.
Are you trying to save the baby?
I am trying to hold the baby as I'm falling. Yes, I'm trying to protect the baby rather than myself.
Give me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can turn your body so that you're not causing damage to the baby.
Okay. That's a 19.
Okay, with a 19, you manage to twist and fall so that you're falling directly back towards your back.
Yep.
You take 9 points of falling damage only.
Okay.
Lucky you. We figured it out because we talked about this a lot. It's D6 per 10 feet, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you fall straight directly down behind Sterling until you land on the floor, taking 9 points. The air basically like sucked from your lungs as you smash into the ground with the baby in hand.
Can I turn towards Baba and say something as the final thing I do?
Sure.
I turn towards her, and I'll just hold the baby in my hand, and I'll put my hand on top of the baby's head,
Yeah.
and just turn the baby's neck ever so slightly, and point to Baba and go, "You want this? I will do it. Leave my friends alone."
Okay. Sterling, you're up. Godfrey, you're on deck.
Okay, so I was going to do something that I would like to call the guided missile, but I think I'm just going to attack her instead.
Okay.
So I
Guided
made
missile? I want to know what that is.
It involves grappling
Yeah.
and then diving off so that I crush her under my weight against the ground. However,
Donkey
she
Kong
seems
in Smash
really
Brothers.
strong and very hard to shove and grapple. So, yeah, I'm just gonna make attacks. It's 21, 24 to hit.
Those are hits.
That's 13 and 7, including my giant strength damage. And I should say that the Uvar rune has faded. My giant strength started to go down. I used my bonus action to bring it back up.
Okay.
So that I can make this.
So you're still Big
it's a
Sterling?
total- Yeah, so I returned to Big Sterling. I can do it twice per long rest.
Okay.
It's a bonus action to do.
Okay.
So, but I no longer have my prophetic thing.
Okay.
And that's 20 points total magical slashing stabby stabs with magical swords.
Okay. Sir Godfrey.
She's still up?
Yeah. Yeah, as you slash across her, massive gashes, blood flowing, missing teeth, cackling through, blood splurting into your face. She's not doing well. Sir
Should've
Godfrey,
got
you're
a
up.
Missile.
Finish her.
Should have done the missile.
Asking out loud because I don't think so, but asking you, there's no possible way for Godfrey to get onto that skull with them.
Oh man, you can absolutely try.
Falford did it.
Falfer's a halfling. How far away is she from me? Like 10 feet, technically?
Yeah, Sterling is 10 feet. You'd have to jump on a Sterling. He's 10 feet from the edge of the balcony.
And he's bigling right now, so
Yep. Bigling. It's good.
yeah. I'm gonna back up a little bit, do a running start, and try to jump into Sterling.
Okay. Back up a bit, take a running start.
I'll tell you exactly what I want to do.
Okay.
And we will roll this out as need be.
Okay.
How I picture this happening, I will run back, attempt to jump onto Sterling, use Sterling to get over him, and just slam into Baba, and take her with me.
So you're just basically looking to grapple her and go?
Yep.
Like a Godfrey missile?
Like a Godfrey missile.
Okay.
Actually, what I really want to do, you know what? I'm a jump first.
Okay. See how that goes first?
Well, what athletics?
Yes. I'd allow acrobatics too, but I probably want to do.
He's a strength boy. No. Okay. 26.
26. That's yeah. You absolutely managed to jump off. You grab onto Sterling very well, basically like on the shoulders.
Yeah.
Sterling, you need to make another strength dex save, please. A strength save, not strength dex.
And you can add +3 to it.
Oh, okay. That makes it a 16 then.
16? It's enough.
Yes.
As you manage to hold on to that skull with the weight of a revenant on your shoulders.
And then what I want to do is kind of use that, like pull myself over Sterling, using my sword and just come down on her. That's
Okay.
what I want to do.
Okay. Turn your sword around and you attempt to. Okay, I like it.
Do I still get my multi-attack?
Yep.
Great. Yeah, I just want to get doom. And hey, if it knocks her off the thing that she's standing on and not inside, that's okay too.
Okay. First shot.
That is math. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it hits.
Okay. 21 to hit.
Yes.
Two
That
hits.
is. Where's my D10? Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. 42 points of slashing damage.
What?
With the first shot or both?
Both.
Okay, well, how much is the first shot?
Sorry, the first one was a 10 and a 9. 19.
Okay, so with 19, you come down with your sword.
19, 23.
23.
Sorry,
Where does that put
yes.
you, Baba?
Still up.
So you come down
Not
basically.
super, but still up.
So you come down through basically her shoulder, clavicle area, and you shove it down, blood splurting out. You pull it back out for your second attack, and you come down with your second attack. How much is that second attack?
Sorry, it was 40. It was 42 total. 42 total. That was 23. 19.
19 left.
19.
19 points of damage. Where does that put you, Baba?
That's it.
How do you want to finish off Baba Lysaga?
Yes. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I stab, and it's almost as if I have a vengeance against Baba, and I just like take it through her skull, neck, whatever it's going to go, and it's just going to run straight through. It's going to go so far through that the only thing you see left is the draconic head of Argynvost at the end of the skull as he goes straight down.
All right, and just stopping just short of skewering Dimitri under you. She, blood splurting out from her mouth, splashing basically all over Dimitri. Sterling, you get sprayed by it as well, as Godfrey lets out his war cry. At this point, the skull loses its buoyancy and its hover ability. I would like Sterling, Dimitri, and Godfrey to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Now, I'm on the ground. I probably shouldn't mention this out loud, but...
You also should make a dexterity saving throw. I meant to say that as well.
You can add +3 to that, but probably not you.
Oh, that's
wait,
actually
maybe
the worst roll I've
as
made
well,
today.
Okay.
With
I
the-
rolled a natural 1, so I'm going to re-roll because halfling.
Yes. I rolled an 8, including the +3 from Dimitri.
Yeah, I rolled a 9, including the plus. No, sorry. 11, including the +3.
11
I
for
rolled a
you,
10,
Godfrey.
including the
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dimitri, what's that?
10.
10?
16 for me.
Oh, Sterling, what did you roll?
8.
Okay. So, Falpher, you managed to roll. You see it starting to happen. Blood pours out the side. And you manage to roll out of the way. The rest of you fall. Dimitri, because you're in the skull, you're going to take half the damage. That's 11 points of damage. Dimitri, you take 6. Godfrey, you take the full. What did you get, Godfrey?
Yeah, I took 11.
Okay, 11, and Sterling, you take 11.
Okay.
As the skull plummets to...
With that damage, I'm down to 0.
Okay. Baba's body slumping and falling off of the skull into the mire. The weight of the fall, Sterling, you falling onto the ground, and Falpher, you having rolled. And the skull is now... It hits the water. Sterling takes the damage. It hits the muck, and it's beginning to sink into the muck. You managing, Godfrey, to kind of, as it falls, you kind of bounce off Sterling and land on the ground as well.
Yep.
All of you prone.
Has the house changed at all?
Okay, at this point, not yet. The house is still standing. You hear, you don't hear anything. Ezmerelda, you're up. As you see this happen down below you. And you can still hear the were-ravens. It sounds like they're hitting something behind you. Like
Can I
making
turn to
impacts. Yeah, as you do.
Can I turn to see what it is?
It's super smoky in there. It's burning even more than it was. And you see that they are. It seems like they are trying to smash the floor in the center of the cabin.
I'm gonna go try to help him out with that.
Okay. You turn around and you head into the cabin. As you approach them, one of them looks at you and says, "Smash it! Quick! Do it!" And you can see that they're dense in the floor, but it hasn't made anything. You can see that there's this slight green glow that is emanating through the floorboards.
I'm gonna
Hey, Jay,
take
any
my
chance
hand
you can-
axe.
Yeah. Go ahead, Joel.
Sorry, can you turn the camera towards? There we
Yeah.
go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so
Sorry.
we can see what I'm doing. Yeah, there we go. Got a little
Self-producing.
excited. I would like to take my hand axe and smash in the area that they advised me to smash.
Okay. Go ahead. One moment, please. Oh, why isn't this working? One sec. Like way out of here. Sorry, I should have been ready for this. Here we go.
Didn't think we'd beat her, did you?
Okay, make a attack against the floorboards, please.
21.
Woo, that is a hit, obviously. As your axe digs deep into the floorboards. Roll damage.
9 points.
9 points of damage. You smash through, and there's still, they're just basically like, it's almost completely, almost like one more shot, and you imagine you would get through, as it, and this green glow grows quite strong and intense. And you can see that it appears like a green gem in a 3 foot deep cavity that is glowing. And one of the ravens goes, "That's it! That's it!"
I'm going to get that gem.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep smashing. Yeah, on my next turn.
Okay. Good stuff. Man, we're close.
That gem is mine.
Falpher, you're up. And Sterling, you're on deck. Or sorry. The hut gets one more turn. I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw, Ezmerelda.
Okie dokie. 19.
Okay. And the ravens again grab on, and you all get shaken as it's trying to. Oh wait. Oh no.
What? I don't like that. Oh no.
You're all on the ground, right at its feet.
It did the thing
No,
already.
they're not. I mean,
The hut moves over
no.
in their direction.
That's
Falpher,
unnecessary, Jay.
It wouldn't smash the baby, would it?
it comes
Use the
down.
baby as a shield.
It comes down to smash on Godfrey.
That makes sense.
And because of its size, it would catch Sterling and Falpher.
I'm pretty sure it wouldn't, just if you look at it again.
We're ravens to the rescue!
Let's just zoom in a little bit
Goggins.
here.
Jay,
Dang it.
Yeah.
not to argue against my own interests.
Yeah.
But seeing as I'm dead,
Yeah.
it only targets one with its melee attacks.
Yeah, but it's targeting it with a massive talon, and those people are right beside them. Does it matter? I guess it wouldn't matter.
Your call. It just says
Okay.
one target on the sheet.
Okay.
Your
I
call.
will give this to you, guys. I'll give it to you. Godfrey will get it.
Hit me!
Okay.
Don't hit me. But hit me!
That's a 18.
Yes.
That's a 24.
Yep.
And that's a 18.
Yep.
You take 37, 42, and 34 points of damage in succession.
Godfrey's at 0.
The creature's talon comes down onto Godfrey as he disappears under its 4 foot. You guys right beside it. In fact, Falpher, where you lie, you see Godfrey's face, and you see it come down and crush his skull. And as it lifts again, crushes again. As it lifts a third time, you see the red glow in Godfrey's socket disappear as it comes down again on top of him. Falpher, you're up.
Jay, check a Zoom message real quick while he's doing stuff.
I will roll over to where okay, wait. Is the talon still down, or did it move away?
Sorry, can you write that message once
covered?
again, Omega? Because I think it's lost here, and I'm...
No, sorry. You have 2 different Zooms, so I don't know which one to send it to.
Send it to the other one.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Go ahead.
So
Falpher.
is Godfrey still under the talon, or
Yes.
is he visible?
He's right now he's disappeared under the talon.
I cannot see him or
it
touch
came
him.
down the last time and it stayed there. It's under its foot. You can't see. You can see like parts of his armor and like a boot, but otherwise the majority of his body is under the foot still.
Okay, I'll quickly roll over to where his boot is, reach out, and attempt a cure wounds at 2nd level.
I'm undead.
Yeah,
I can't be healed.
but I'm not
Yeah.
sure that
As you reach out the
you
boot,
would know that.
no effect.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
That's okay. Sterling, you're up. We're past time already, so
Right.
we'll wrap
Done.
this up real quick soon. Sterling, you're up quick. Godfrey, I did not get that message from you, so
I didn't know you was gonna go that fast.
it's okay. Sterling, what's up?
All right, I'll use half my movement to stand up. I'll say I could do this all day, and shoot, man, Dimitri's down.
Dimitri is down and seemingly unconscious. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna use my action to pick him up and put him over my shoulder, and I'm gonna just leave. The last 20 feet of my movement, I'm gonna go.
Okay, so you're gonna get up with Sterling, you said? With Dimitri,
so
sorry?
I'm throwing Dimitri over my shoulder because I can't get to Godfrey at all, right?
He's under the talon right now.
He's under the foot. I can't
Yep.
do anything. So I'm gonna try to get Dimitri out of harm's way.
Okay, which direction do you want to go?
Away from the house. If there's a direction that doesn't have difficult terrain, then
There isn't away from the house, unfortunately.
okay. Then I'm just gonna
So you're basically
move
right
away.
here.
Yeah.
Further from the edge of the house is right here. So you're at
Yeah.
least 5 to 10 feet away from the edge of the house.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
That's cool.
Just don't roll me.
Yeah, just so you know, Dimitri, though, if it steps on us, it's both of us, I think, because we're together in this. So.
Okay. The raven creatures, Ezmerelda. Are you guys okay to stay for a couple more minutes?
Godfrey does go, and you see the red return to his eyes as I instantly gain 10 hit points because I did not take fire or radiant damage.
Okay, that's right.
And I'll guess.
You hear from under this talon.
And I'll roll. I'm stuck under it.
You're stuck under it right now.
Yeah, I'll try to pull myself out.
Okay, give me a strength check. Athletic check.
Okay. Like chicken. That is math. That's a 15.
Okay. With a 15, you manage to kind of like, it lifts a little bit, and you manage to kind of roll yourself out from under the talon. You're prone currently. What do you do?
Is this somebody right next to me?
A Falpher.
Yeah, I literally, I roll
Yeah,
over.
okay.
I see you get up, like I see Godfrey, or at least roll away, and I go, no problem, anytime.
I don't know what you're talking about. And if I'm out from under it, I'm gonna try to stand up and
Yeah, you are.
And take Falpher with me as far away from this thing as possible.
You grab Falpher. That's your action, and you're gonna move.
Yeah.
What's your movement?
I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna move towards the skull and like get behind the skull.
Okay, so it's a difficult terrain, so you can move 5, and then that's gonna be 10, 20. What's your movement? 30?
30, yeah.
Okay, so you can. I'll say that you can be.
Well, technically, he was prone, so getting up is half
Oh,
movement.
half 15.
So 15.
So basically here.
Yeah.
So I also turn up to Godfrey and I say, could you put me down? Swamps are my favorite place because of my natural ability to navigate swamps very easily.
Sure, yeah, I just toss you down.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Ezmerelda, the raven creatures, the one takes its short sword and smashes the last floorboard as it crushes in, opening a cavity. And un momento, por favor.
It's mine!
One sec. Sorry.
Come on, Jay, you're killing me!
I know.
She gets a glowing jewel, I get a stitchy baby.
It might kill me. We don't know what it does yet.
Okay. This is complex, folks. Complex. Math. Got it. Okay. As it's open, the raven creature reaches into the cavity, and immediately you see the floorboards turn to almost like they grow teeth on either side of this cavity, and they close on the raven's arm, and as blood spurts, and the raven kind of falls backwards a little bit.
Can I smash at it?
Hang on one sec. Well, you can't smash at. It's not your turn, so no, you cannot.
Okay, fine.
Sorry. Okay. The other were-raven attempts to reach in and grab it, and doesn't manage to. Also gets attacked, and the creature says, "We need to get it out." Okay, Ezmerelda, you're up.
I'm gonna smash at it!
Okay, you smash at it, or you grab the gem?
Oh, is the gem like...
The gem's open, but it had these teeth and it opened up again. And you can see that these teeth are there.
I'm going to very dexterously grab for this thing. I'm just gonna get over here with this emerald.
Okay, give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Those I am good at.
Come on.
You never say that
Come
out loud.
on!
Never say that out loud.
22!
Okay, good. Never
With a
mind.
22, you reach in with lightning reflexes. You grab the gem, you pull it out, and it chomps closed, and then it chomps, and then slows as the whole cabin starts to.
Do I see this from outside, Jay? Like, do I see it look like it's toppling?
Yes, but it's not your turn, so you can't do anything about it. And as it starts to do this, it sinks directly downward. I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw, Ezmerelda, please.
All right. Ooh, 14.
Okay, 14 is enough. As you go straight up in the air and you land, as it falls directly down splashing muck all over the remaining people who are out of the way. That puts us out of initiative. And all you have is the quiet of the ruins of Berez.
And an emerald.
And a glowing green gem.
I'm still in death saves.
Yes.
I just need to.
Yes, you absolutely are still in death saves.
But you're out of initiative, Adam. So there's that.
Muskoka, you're up.
My heart, you guys.
Seeing the baby there and knowing.
So yeah, you're basically. Let me just give you an idea of where you are here.
Yeah.
You're basically at the edge of. At the edge of the land bridge here.
Yeah. I want to move over to Falpher, where he's holding the baby.
Hover 40, right? 20? 40.
The 40, but yeah. We're out of initiative, so if you'd let me do a
Yeah, that's
little
fine.
bit extra, that'd be great.
Yep.
Knowing kind of how the party would kind of feel about this part of the job, I'd like to attempt to.
So, yeah. Go ahead.
Possess the baby.
You attempt to what?
Possess, to put my spirit into the baby.
Okay. I would like you. I'd like you to make a wisdom save, actually.
What?
It's a 16.
Okay. With a 16, you begin to reach forward towards this child, feeling like you could potentially take over this creature. Your fingers stretching through a thin film, almost like saran wrap, as it begins to wrap around your hands, around your forearms, up your arms, and eventually it gives, and you poke through with your hands. The rest of you watch as these ghostly, semi-transparent hands begin to reach in towards down the baby. As you're holding the baby, you see the arms coming down, and that's where we're gonna end the session for this evening.
Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh.
Oh, so good.
Yes.
No. I don't prescribe to that. No.
Man, my heart is tight. My chest is tight. Oh, it's
you should
so
see that.
Can I
good.
say I've got chicken wings waiting for me after this, despite
Nice.
all of the battle we just did.
Nice.
I think we
with
should
chicken
all
feet.
have chicken in celebration.
Ah!
Yeah, I wish. If it wasn't for COVID, we'd be there.
Yeah.
Man. Guys, thank you so much. That was incredible. Julian, thank you for joining us as Baba Lysaga.
Yes.
Over the last
Thank
two
you.
episodes. That was really great. You guys actually did it. I didn't think you would. I'll be honest. At the onset of this episode, I was like, I don't know. And
You know what? Well, somebody else went down, so
and you guys pulled it off. Yeah, Dimitri's not out of the woods yet.
he'll be up. I can get him up.
Julian will forever be known as Baby Lasagna to me now, though. For forever.
Everyone say bye to Julian. Bye, Julian.
Bye, Julian.
Thank you so much, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, all right. Well, guys, that was an amazing other week of sessions. I cannot believe it. It's been
This
so good.
Thursday's gonna be popping on
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Aftermath this Thursday, 8 o'clock. We'll have some of the cast on to chat. It was really, really great. We'll work that out. I think we got record viewership again tonight, so thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider liking the video to let people know as YouTube algorithm stuff. Or subscribe to the channel would be great, and hit that bell icon. On Twitch, you can also follow. Thanks, Dave, for being with us again as Muskoka. You've made it through another session
and
successfully.
possibly a demon baby.
And possibly a demon baby.
We will
I'm trying to
raise
think of
you
a
like
name
our
for
own.
Frank and Muskoka baby, but Muskoka baby.
I think that works.
Frank and Muskoka baby. I guess
Why
that's a
not?
name. We'll do the draw real quick.
Hey, while we're doing the draw, Jay,
yeah.
I think Omega's playing in Jasper's this coming week, right?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say that along with RealmSmith and Jay, I'm actually going to be DMing on Friday. I'm one of the kickoff games for Jasper's Game Week over on D&D Beyond. I'll be DMing a fun fetch quest for, I don't know, maybe a Dracolich. So go see that.
Awesome.
Very cool. I'll be on one on Sunday, but I don't have all the full details of that yet.
Amazing.
to,
Support that
promote.
amazing.
I'll be on there soon.
Support that amazing event, folks. It's a really awesome charity and a lot of great entertainment to be watched and had while we raise money for an incredible cause. And Nora, you've been incredible on Black Dice Society. It's been amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's been
Thank you
great,
so
and
much.
I've enjoyed watching it. And because it's a Dread Realm related stream, it's been great to kind of see the parallels and all that kind of stuff. So it's awesome. The winner for tonight is Ron Sorage 78. Ron Sorage 78. You are the winner of Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. That is a digital copy. Remember, folks, that we are giving away a... I'm going to go back to the announcements page here, guys, for a second, just to show everyone this awesome thing that we're doing. We are doing a giveaway for Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. That's a silver edition, but you have to join on Patreon and then join our Discord as a roleplay character. Create a character, add it to Discord, and then you are entered. The level that you enter at is the amount of ballots that you get in the giveaway. So thank you to Beetle and Grim for doing that. For us and continuing to support us like you guys do. You guys are amazing. We'll have Matthew Lillard back soon, hopefully, as Rictavio. We'll work that out once we get out of this swamp. I can't believe you guys did it. Congratulations. What an incredible session. That's it for us. Thank you, guys. Love you guys. Be safe. Take care of each other. And we'll see you on Thursday and then on Monday for episode 7. See you guys.
Did we level?